MP, and I think this just might be the opening of the Flash. He's gonna move in another. Okay, not gonna move in another science vessel, not quite. But this might be the time to go, and we're gonna see where they're gonna be. Oh no! Oh, Flash, EMPing EMVP's science vessel before it manages to EMP his battle cruisers. Oh, that's beautiful. That is. Still has to go out there and clean some of this. Why did you just get? There's not that many turrets, dude. Just clear them out and go and do something. Yeah, just stop moving back and forth. Just go in there and clear that stuff out. Still some turrets out there, so they act as a partial threat alongside those battle cruisers. Of course, you don't want to get caught up position, even though there are no Yamato guns. One Yamato gun gonna come out, boom! One Yamato gun could not, but Flash with more than enough to respond. But he's just gonna run right across. MVP gonna be forced all the way back to his 4 o'clock base, and Flash an upgrade advantage right here. So he's also gonna try to take advantage of that. Bunch of Yamato guns. Oh, Flash! Oh man, look at all those Yamato guns come off. So MVP taking some heavy damage, but also picking off some of Flash's own command centers. Battle cruisers, command centers, what I'm talking about. MVP's the one that losing command centers, because as soon as Flash ran across that, he just followed it up with a ground army push and just neutralizing through a position. So I think Flash is going to take one. That's a bishop that he neutralized right there. Nice little position. That's a bishop he took out right there, I guess. I have no idea whether my chess analogy is good, but I endeavor to please. I endeavor to attempt, at the very least, if nothing else. MVP actually milling out a bunch of his SCVs to that inside 9 o'clock position, try to come in close to those tanks and try to do some damage with that, but yeah, I don't know the purpose of that. I got nothing in mind anymore, but you got minerals. I don't want minerals, I want something else. What do you want? Gold, diamonds, platinum. No, I want gas. Well, darling, if that's all you needed, and then he proceeds to fart. And that is that romantic story of Bob and Charlene. I don't know. Oh god, it must be late and I must be high, except I'm not. So yeah, as you can see, no mineral mining going on. The whole business at this point, it's gas. Both boys probably have already a decent mineral intake throughout this entire game. They can get a little bit of minerals here and there, but overall they need that gas. The gas. This thing's gonna go on for a little while longer, isn't it? I'm gonna be forced to be one tired, irritated dude before this is all over. Oh god. Oh god, I hope this is the last TVT series in this MSL. Seriously, MVP finally gonna go and push up, gonna try to do a counter push. I think he has actually a larger battlecruiser fleet overall than Flash does, but he's being a little bit wary of pushing it, and with those battlecruisers in there and all those turrets down on the ground, I definitely understand his reasoning. Yeah, it takes a little bit, not that particularly easy to do all that. Both players actually running across, actually clearing up some turrets in here. MVP, oh god, one single siege hit to defend this bottom left-hand position, so he's gonna find himself losing a double gas. So Flash is slowly but surely edging himself to a win in this game, just with these little tiny moves. Oh god, if this is enough, because this is exactly what Flash wants to do. If this attack here at the lower left hand is enough to force MVP to move away his battle cruisers, that's gonna be it. Flash is gonna run his entire battle cruiser fleet across the 4 o'clock, do a crap ton of damage there. But Flash still in a very solid position. Gonna have his 12 o'clock threatened apparently by a few siege tanks, but that's not really as important as the double gas. So MVP gonna lose that lower left-hand base and actually gonna fly right across the street, right across the map, at least splitting up his battlecruisers a little bit, getting some of them impede, picking off the oh, another MP going off, picking off some science vessels in revenge. But apparently he's thinking of just going in for the kill here. Flash gonna come in. Has his own forces very close by. He knows he has to react to this, has to be very careful to defend, but he's done a good job of denying the load after them. This is exactly what MVP needs to do. This is leaving with almost no choice to do anything. He has to go out there, do some damage. He's going to start off by picking up some of these starport, but he really has to do some damage just to Flash right now, because he's lost too much at this point. He's lost at 3, he's lost at lower left. So the longer the game goes on, the worse it's going to end up. Also, MVP throwing around some Yamato guns to try to pick up some battle cruisers. Flash also just flying left, banking left with his entire force right now to make sure it doesn't get killed. Because no MVP coming off, Goliath's picking all that off before anything happens. Bunch of Yamato guns. Oh man, Flash littering the screen with Yamato guns. MVP is going to react with this. Some of his own Yamato guns. We can see Flash coming in with even more battle cruisers. Is he going to come in off or not? I'm not quite sure. I think MVP is coming in a little bit ahead. Another Yamato gun coming off with MVP. More Yamato guns coming in from MVP. I just think MVP just his entire game has had a much larger fleet. Both players are equal in upgrades at this point, so commanders are doing enough damage to both sides. And despite the fact that Flash denied Yamato guns and denied all that, he loses his entire battle cruiser fleet. Dear Lord. Oh God, despite some nice play, nice delay, nice economic harassment, nice economic damage, loses his entire fleet of battle cruisers. So now MVP is going to it's just going to be a massive playground, splits up his forces. He's going to go around, pick off the last of those starports, make sure the Flash cannot come in with a fleet. We're going to see what the Flash is going to try to do something with his ground army instead, because of course the disadvantage of what MVP has actually. Oh man, Flash producing massive amounts of Goliaths. They do have weapons. What was that? One, two, or maybe even three at this point. Not really good sure. I have some armor upgrades as well. I think these battle cruisers are going to be able to clear up those Goliaths. Also going to move in with his other, with the rest of his fleet though. So he's going to be able to clear up any Goliaths that come in. Just going to be able to crush all these factories, crush all the production, and Flash desperately trying to build up a little bit of something to fight back these battle cruisers. But MVP with a huge fleet at this point. And even though Flash is still going to have some production, some basically, if he can build something, he has the resources to do so, I think. But unfortunately for him, just desperately trying to get some more starports, I'm desperately trying to stay in the game. But just MVP, unfortunately, will not really be able to build up a mass fleet anymore. He won't really have much to build anymore. Flash still has some battle cruisers flying around, but he needs to get his fleet back up. So he's overall done a good job of delaying MVP, because if MVP had his Yamato guns earlier on, he'd have been able to win that much earlier. But yeah, Flash, despite using a huge amount of Yamato guns, just not managed to come out ahead despite that. MVP still with a mass fleet, going to go mill around to the Sobakak. He's already picked off all the factories inside the main, ignoring a battle cruiser there, and just going to go out there and try to crush all the production, just kill everything that can possibly build a threat. Okay, armory, factories, and other assorted goods at the upper right-hand position, just trying to get up as many Goliaths as possible. Flash just trying to delay. I mean, more Yamato guns coming in from MVP. MVP just going to be delayed a little bit here, picking off all of these starports, but Flash is just going to try to get as many Goliaths out in the field as he possibly can. Try to get the upgrades going, I think, as well. If he can afford it, try to make it so that it can at least survive a little bit more than it can. And meanwhile, on the opposite, MVP going to go in with a huge amount of Goliaths of his own and pick up a lot of these turrets on the ground that Flash has very close to the upper right position. Of course, MVP manages to clear up Flash's entire ground army. I'm not quite sure if he has really much in the way of tanks, but I think he just has his army in the air is his biggest asset right now that he has. But if he manages to clear up all that ground forces, anti-air ground forces, he can be in a good position. Also, Flash, despite the fact he has a bunch of Goliaths, only has a couple of battle cruisers to support him. And MVP also going to have his own Goliaths down the ground to help counteract those Goliaths on the ground. Okay, Goliaths on the ground have been said too many times. Now there's going to be another battle here. Some Yamato guns going to come in from both sides. And I just don't think Flash has the position on this or the unit count on this. It just does not have the Goliaths that he needs. His factory is going to get shot to pieces yet again. Yeah, oh man, look at those factories dying. Turrets going down to Yamato guns, and Flash is not looking in a very good position overall. So this looks like to be a very good start for MVP, of all people. Definitely not what I expected, but TVTs can be unpredictable sometimes, and even the best of TVT players can get beaten. But MVP has played overall a solid, even though a very confusing game. Not a very standard TVT. Oh, there you go. Flash is the last battle cruiser in the air, trying to get one of the last single Yamato gun off. That's going to go down. Few Goliaths on the ground. Two factories producing troops, trying to fight back. He does have the range advantage of battle cruisers with those Goliaths, but if he manages to get it close. Oh, nice little mines there from Flash, picking off 3 Goliaths that are one little single mine. But MVP just doesn't have the troops. He's actually moved up from the south with some troops. He might actually do some clearing up. Just, get in. Even some vultures right now, trying to plant in mines close to those Goliaths would be a good asset to him. But he's desperately trying to get in close to those Goliaths. Flash microing like crazy, trying to fight back those battle cruisers. But I still think MVP just going to try to back him into a corner.